Stephen Martin is Director General of the Institute of Directors, and he joins me now. So, Stephen, are your members happy with the pace of negotiations?
I think our members were happy with actually seeing some transition papers put out over the summer months to give us more of an idea of what the government's actually thinking. But we're concerned about the pace of progress now because, as they were saying today, having a meeting a month isn't really good enough. We'd like to see more regular dialogue because when they're talking, they're obviously making some progress.
What did you think of those position papers? I mean, Michelle Barnier was quite dismissive of them last week.
Well, we thought they were a useful first step in actually identifying what the government's thinking was. However, we would like to see a lot more detail, particularly some papers like Northern Ireland, which is a very complex situation to resolve. And the discussion in the papers was pretty general. We'd like to see a bit more specific details.
So, of course, we're expected to move to so-called Phase 2 talks next month. So Phase 1's all about the divorce settlement. Phase 2 is all about the trade relationship post-Brexit. Do you think we're going to get there in time?
It's difficult to say at the minute. I mean, it's up to the European Union to say have we made enough progress on the divorce bill, but it's not just the divorce bill, it's also citizens' rights and what's happening there and the situation in Northern Ireland. So there are three big issues to try and make significant progress on by next month.
Because this is the problem. The longer we spend talking about the divorce settlement and those other issues to which you've just referred, the less time we have to talk about trade.
Yes, and that's a concern. Our members really want the government and the EU to get on talking about trade as soon as possible because that's absolutely critical for the success of Brexit as far as we're concerned, and the sooner we start talking, the better.
So we're supposed to be getting a speech from Theresa May fairly shortly in which she's probably going to make some sort of concession on the divorce payout. I mean, do you have a figure in mind?
No, our members don't have a figure in mind. If we look at the amount of discussion on that over the last few months and very little progress, then I think it'd be very difficult for a business organisation to state a figure.
Should we even be paying them one?
Well, again, that's open for debate as well. Our members are more concerned about the actual detail and how we get on to discussing trade rather than about the actual bottom line sum that they're talking about at the minute. So we really want to see them making some progress on that. At the minute, a lot of it might be political posturing because everybody's playing to the home crowd and trying to show that they're acting tough, and that's politics for you.
Yeah, Theresa May in Japan last week reiterated this deal that no deal was better than a bad deal. I mean, as far as you're concerned and your members are concerned, is there a deal that is as good as what we've got at the moment?
Our members are certainly not saying no deal is better than an absolute bad deal. But what our members are saying is that they want to see some serious discussion on these big issues and for some progress to be made and to actually signal that progress to give us confidence. I mean, over the coming months, our members have to make decisions on what they do to their businesses post-Brexit. And unless there's some clear answers coming out, they're going to have to make those decisions sort of blind.
But, I mean, can any deal get us the access that we have to the single market? I mean, it's interesting, Labour during the recess has changed its position. It now wants a transition period to be as long as possible.
Well, I think having a transition period is very sensible, and we're very pleased to see that the government is now saying they're going to have a transition period. But obviously what that looks like and how soon we can get that in place, that's the big question.
Right. How long do you think this is going to take? I mean, do you think we are going to go right up to the wire on this? October next year, Barnier wants this all sorted. Is it going to get that way?
I don't think there's going to be any quick agreements made, put it that way. There's a timetable that everybody's trying to work to. I mean, it'd be great if they could actually extend that timetable sooner rather than later to give us some confidence, but I don't think that's going to happen.
All right, Stephen Martin from the Institute of Directors. Appreciate you joining me. It's good to see you.